me for 10 minutes of morning calm today. And what I wanted to talk about today is this idea of the felt sense of things. And it's an important concept, and it's the idea that theology, religion can have a lot of stuff to learn, and that stuff can be really fascinating. I mean, I personally I really enjoy theology. I love a good theological discussion. And yet, that's not necessarily where we'll experience religion. We can confuse the two again, that the argumentation, the debate, the wondering, that can somehow become the religious life. And for some people, like pastors, maybe that is part of their professional development, so to speak, but it's never the whole thing. And so I want to talk a bit about like the felt sense of things. A couple of weeks ago, I was listening to a beautiful podcast, and this was a man who was talking, who'd come to faith later on in life, actually somebody of quite a bit of renown. And he was saying one of the hardest things he struggled with was talking about religion with his friends, because what they wanted like the tight argument that there is a God and this is why and this is how it all functions. That whole argument around faith as certainty, that I will have faith when I have absolute intellectual certainty. And faith actually has a lot more to do with the scientific method, actually. Now, interesting to think that, right? Because scientific method is based on, look, you keep on trying and working and trying and working, and you keep on trying to improve and learn more and more. And that's kind of the way religion works as well. And he said one of the challenges is his friends were sort of saying, hey, let's lean into this. What's the debate? Let me debate you on it. And he's like, I don't really, it doesn't really interest me. It's really about a felt sense of things. And he was using an example that church he goes to, which is high on liturgy. In other words, high on the sort of a step by step worship process, and very big on music. So a lot of music. My line of work, we would call that a smells and bells kind of church. There's just a lot there that's liturgical, and all of that is designed to get you out of yourself so that you can have this felt sense of things. And he said that makes it very hard to argue with people, because it's literally apples and oranges. And boy, I totally understand that. I know for me personally, I'm not that interested in debating the existence of God, God with people. Matter of fact, I find it pretty boring, because I believe in God. If another person doesn't, I've never found that I could argue them out of it. And my proof for the existence of God is not some tight intellectual thing that I've worked out in my mind. It's a felt sense of things. It's on a couple of days ago out in Pittsburgh, we had a beautiful baptism. We're all in a circle and doing it out same place the couple got married, same farm field, and all of a sudden, like, the sun breaks through just for a few minutes, and it's just this bright, shiny day. And that's the existence of God for me. That's like, as if you want proof, that's proof for in my mind. And that felt sense has a lot of import to it. Now, it's interesting because in the new church, Emmanuel Swedenborg talks a lot about that. Yeah, you know what? That's sort of so much part of Christianity, is that felt sense. And listen to this part he has, talking about how angels learn. Angels' ideas do not fall into words, only into the meaning of words, divorced from matter-based thinking, from which an idea of the word's meaning comes. These things seem obscure, but the pictures the angels have of them is so clear and distinct and so rich in meaning that it would take a whole book just to outline a small part of it. And I think that's that idea of the poetic truth. Very famously, I believe it was Thomas Merton, famously posited this. He said, if you're watching a beautiful sunset with your beloved, who do you want there to describe it? Do you want a scientist there to describe it, or do you want a poet there to describe it? And the fact is, we'd want a poet. I would imagine most of us would want a poet. And there's that beautiful poetic sense of the world, and somehow the poetic actually can speak better to the accuracy or the truth of a moment than sometimes science can. Now, not all the time, and it's not that science is not important. New Church, we don't sort of divide religion and science. You can look at it one way or the other, but it's science is one tool, and sometimes that tool will fall short, and that's where we go to poetic truth, which can capture things in just amazing ways. So, friends, the takeaway for today is just, maybe just open yourself up for a little bit of the felt sense of things, a little bit of the poetic truth of life, which gets us back to just the real deep, rich meaning that we get to experience in life with other people, and just makes life so incredibly beautiful on so many levels. So that is the thought for today, dear friends. And what we're going to do now is we're going to shift gears. And as we shift gears here at New Church Live, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little prayer, we're going to do a little blessing, we're going to do a little meditation. And then after all that is done, we will say hi to folks on social media. So with that, dear friends, let us ring a bell, the felt sense of things. Let us ring a bell and just quiet our minds, and then we'll go into our meditation. So take a little breath. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, bring you peace, and bring you home. Amen. All right, dear friends, let's give a little cheery hello and say a quick hi to people. Again, I hope life is going swimmingly for all of you. All right. Okay, looks like we had a streaming problem there. Wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Let me see. There we are. All right. Sorry, folks. Sorry for the little glitchiness here. All right, yeah, folks, a little glitch on the comments. Anyways, please feel free to make comments, folks, and we will be again responding later in due course. So, God bless. Wishing you a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.